Hey everyone! Today I arrived in Rivne. Tonight I will be performing at Pravda Club. There are going to be a lot of people. The atmosphere should be amazing, so let's go!
Terry Black Party.
Today my friend Nazar come to visit me. He is a DJ as well, also known as DJ Ternas. I will be playing after his set tonight, and I want to show him how everything works here. Hi, how are you? Good, great to see you. Great, thanks for inviting me. So, what's the plan for tonight? Are we playing pop music? I think I will start with some hip-hop and gradually move into pop. By the way, did you prepare a playlist for tonight? Yeah, I prepared around 90 tracks, mostly dynamic house music, maybe even a few techno tracks. I picked music that I think people can really dance to in a club. That's what I would like to give the crowd, since there are already a lot of experienced DJs like you playing pop music. I thought it would be cool to bring something different. Yeah, we can try it. If anything goes wrong, I can back you up. If it doesn't work, you can just kick me out right away. Play some pop or Habibi and everyone will start dancing instantly. Let me show you James Hype. He is incredible talent DJ with amazing technical skills. Look, let's open his channel and check out the videos. See these views? 80,000, 50,000, 300,000, 50,000. The average is probably around 50,000 views per video. This is the guy who constantly invents time and money into his content. Now compare that to Korolyova, who is simply a beautiful woman with a model-like appearance. A DJ blogger, you mean? Look, 200,000 views, 100,000, 500,000, 20,000, 1 million. The point I'm trying to make that the most people aren't really interested in the technical side of DJing. James Hype films his vlogs, his music production process. He is incredibly technical. Korolyova mostly posts her DJ sets with beautiful visuals. Some old school DJs still criticize controller DJs and say, can you do that on vinyl? Although I think that mentally is slowly disappearing. Sure, it's cool when someone can scratch, but for example, we had a high-tech techno event recently. A vinyl DJ came and played great music, but all he really did was put on the new record, beat match, transition, and repeat the same moment over and over again. Honestly, I didn't leave much of an impression on me. He was simply playing music, just using vinyl records to do it. I've tried playing on vinyl myself and I didn't really enjoy it. It's like asking someone, can you play on 4 decks right now? Why? People came to listen to music, not necessarily to watch your technique. Unless you are James Hype and people specifically come to see your performance. I play on 4 decks because I enjoy it and I want to give people that show, but if people aren't paying attention and I start playing my own style, they simply won't care. I have heard people travel to Lviv for events. I have been to Lviv myself for domination. My friends have invited me to Kyiv for some really cool raves too. But in Ternopil, we don't really have anything like that. In this high-tech, it seems to be a Ternopil-based community that's been around for quite a while. We gathered around 60 to 70 people at the venue. Not bad for 4 DJs in my opinion. Thought we could probably attract a few more. Considering that so many people are abroad now, that's actually a pretty good turnout. A Japanese duo, a girl and a guy, performed Simple Bar recently. Simple is a very small underground style venue and they managed to fit around 70 people in there for the show. They are traveling around Ukraine raising donations for the army of Ukraine. Right now we are in one of the biggest parks in Rivne, Shevchenko Park. Honestly, what's surprising is how clean it is here. It's really beautiful. It's definitely a place you should visit to experience the vibe of the city for yourself. We are waiting for Nazar now, and then we will head to the club. Honestly, I've played a lot of pop music over the years, and I'm at the point where I realize it's hard for me to switch to my own style. I would love to move toward the house, but pop music is what pays the bills. If you stop playing pop here, people simply won't enjoy it and they won't dance. I'm so used to playing pop music that it feels comfortable. I want to switch to tech house, but sometimes I don't even know which track to play first. My playlist is huge. I actually liked the previous version of Recordbox a bit more, although version 7 definitely has more features. I have the same one. Is that some kind of adapter? Yeah, I use these things all of the time. It's really useful. So they're basically like AirPlugs? Exactly. And this controls the speaker volume? Yep. We still need to check everything. What? Need test everything. Well, we all arrived for sound check and they already brought us some food. Do you think DJs can perform while sitting down? When I played some of my first sets 3 hours straight, I was dancing, vibing, having a great time, but as soon as I stopped, my legs felt completely dead, like I would just finish a gym workout. So I had this idea. What if you bought a comfortable chair and just vibed with the crowd while sitting? It might actually be healthier for DJs. Back in the day, DJs would come to a club at 10 p.m. and play until 6 a.m. So yeah, DJs definitely spent a lot of time standing and dancing. Could you perform sitting down? Sure, it's possible. But interacting with the crowd looks much more engaging when you are up and moving. Do you ever take song requests or do you mostly stick to your own selection? If I'm playing from CDJs and the USB drive and I don't have the requested song, I'm not going to play it. Why would I go through the hassle of connecting a laptop and transferring files? If I'm using a controller, I might do it occasionally, but it's very rare. Thanks, I play music that I personally enjoy and that I think the audience will enjoy as well. I've heard professional decks can be really expensive. What's the most expensive setup you have ever played on? Probably the CJ3000s. As for audio engineering, I work with a mixing console as a TV channel and that thing cost close to $1 million. Alright everyone, now let's take a quick tour of the club. That's the VIP area. We have already been there. This is the main dance floor. Let me show you equipment. The last time I played here, they had to bring in the decks for me. This time, the decks are already in the neighborhooding club behind the wall. Tonight, I'm playing on my controller using Recordbox. Nazar will be playing directly from a USB drive. Let's head over to the bar. You can order something there. And I will probably grab cocktail or maybe some juice. Well, that's definitely going on YouTube. Let's hit the VIP area and wait for people to arrive. Do you experiment with your sets? I have heard stand-up comedians mix new jokes between prominent ones to test the audience. Can DJs do the same? Of course, you can play a trending track, test one of your own tracks, and then go back to pop music. Absolutely, that's exactly how I work. I will play hip hop, then move to 128 BPM and through in some tech house. Maybe 2 of my own tracks and then back to 5 hip hop tracks. In Ukraine, I can also play Ukrainian music, but most of the set still needs to be popular tracks because that's what people came for. Do you have any original tracks of your own? Most of the time, I sell my tracks. I work with well-known artists and sell them my productions. When you don't have a large audience, there's not much point to realizing everything under your own name. If you know it probably won't take off. Sure, it might blow up, but the chances are lower. Instead, I can sell a track to an artist for $800. Do I plan to release my own music? Absolutely. But I will do that when I have a bigger audience and people who are ready to listen to my material. What software do you use for production? Usually Ableton. Ableton, yeah, I like it because it's convenient. Did you study music production somewhere or how did you develop those skills? Honestly, when I started DJing, I wasn't producing music at all. I focused entirely on learning how to DJ. Later, I started building DJ sets in Ableton. Through that process, I learned workflow optimization and all kinds of production techniques. Now I have a huge collection of plugins and drum machines. I have downloaded lots of interesting sounds. One thing I would recommend to beginners is creating DJ mixes in Ableton. It helps you understand how everything works. There are plenty of YouTube tutorials. You mean taking the transition we do on controller and recreating them in Ableton to learn the software? Exactly. Alright, I think that's all the questions I have for now. I think people have started arriving, so it's time to go meet them and play a test set.
Till I come, till I come, change it and say till I come. dance this time.